The coast of the Roman Empire. 117 AD. Torches flicker on the watchtowers, guards stare into the dark, and everything is exactly as it has been for centuries. Then the sky starts thumping. Two CH-53 Super Stallion helicopters come in low and fast, each one louder than anything Rome has ever heard, and roughly the size of a small temple. They flare over a strip of firm ground. Ropes drop, and 45 US Marines hit the dirt and melt into the reeds. Their mission? Oh, nothing major. Just take down the greatest empire in human history. No reinforcements, no resupply, just what's on their backs, and a plan that's either brilliant or completely insane. Quick ground rules. It's a sandbox what if. No time travel paradoxes, no actually physics. It's for fun. So, can 45 Marines collapse Rome, or does the swamp get them first? Let's find out. First, the real estate. The Marines have landed in the Pontine Marshes, about 55 kilometers south of Rome. If it had a listing, it would read, waterfront property, extremely private, complimentary malaria. By day, it's a nightmare. Mud, heat, and clouds of insects with a personal grudge. But that's the point. The reeds grow taller than a man. The locals avoid it, and even Roman patrols, people who built roads through literal mountains, took one look at this swamp and said, nah, we're good. So why not land closer, near the mouth of the Tiber? Because that flight path goes right over docks and watchtowers, and by sunrise the gates would be locked with 8,000 Praetorian guards waiting. With attitude. Land here instead, and you buy one full night of total invisibility. The catch? The swamp is on a timer. 7 nights, maybe less, before the fevers start. So the clock isn't ticking, it's sprinting. Now, the loadout. Each Marine carries a modern rifle and a sidearm, and the team packs grenade launchers, C4, flashbangs, smoke, night vision goggles, and scout drones. In 117 AD, that's not equipment. That's witchcraft with a warranty. But read the fine print. 3 days of MREs each. That's meals ready to eat. 3 words, 2 of them lies. 9 rifle magazines, 3 for the pistol, and just enough batteries to survive if they ration like accountants. They'll squeeze out extra juice with hand-cranked generators and tiny solar panels, meaning somewhere in ancient Italy, a highly trained Marine is furiously cranking a handle so a drone can spy on a superpower. The goal is not to hold ground. It's to cut the head off Roman leadership before Rome even knows there's a fight. And that starts with picking a plan. So, how do you bring down an empire with 45 guys? Option A, march on Rome, kick in the gates, end it fast. Bold, cinematic, also a fantastic way to become a museum exhibit. They'd be surrounded by more soldiers than they have bullets. Hard pass. Option B, start a rebellion, arm the peasants, light the fires of revolution. Lovely idea. Also a war that takes years, and these guys have 1 week, a swamp, and a language barrier the size of Latin. Which leaves option C, the shock campaign. Hit key targets, vanish, repeat. Burn confidence, not cities. In other words, their official military strategy is gaslight an entire empire. And in a world where the flashlight won't be invented for another 1800 years, they don't just fight at night, they own it. Night 1, Via Appia, a small hub southeast of the capital. 3 a.m., suppressed rifles. Stables burned, courier notes shredded, then gone. By sunrise, Rome hears nothing. And nothing, it turns out, is terrifying. Next night, a tax collector's mansion. Coins gone, documents ash. Honestly, torching the tax office might be the one move the locals secretly cheer. The night after, strange fires bloom across the hills. Rome's signal towers flash an urgent message down the line and get left on red. The capital officially no longer knows what's real. The Romans respond the way Romans always respond. They organize. Roadblocks, scouts, guard posts, it doesn't matter. The Marines cross the Via Appia only in darkness, spot every guard on thermal, and stroll past like it's a self-checkout. They plant fake boot prints and fake campsites, so entire patrols spend the week professionally chasing ghosts. Then it escalates. C4 on an aqueduct column, one controlled blast, and part of Rome's water supply gets ghosted too. Gravity handles the paperwork. Then a Praetorian convoy near Ardea, 2 grenades, 1 burst of rifle fire, 10 seconds, and that convoy is permanently closed for business. And here's Rome's real problem. The actual army, the legions, are scattered across Britannia, Judea, Germania, and the Danube. Weeks away, if the message even survives the trip, because the roads are compromised and the post stations are smoking. The only defense in town is the Praetorian Guard. Elite? Absolutely, but they're trained to stop riots and palace coups, not laser dots blinking from the shrubbery. They've never seen a drone. They've never heard gunfire. To them, this isn't an invasion, it's a haunting. The Senate panics, governors quietly relocate, grain shipments stall, the water runs low, and nearby towns go silent because nobody knows who's next. Then comes the final move. After midnight, the Marines borrow a fishing boat and row up the Tiber. No lights, no chatter, just water. At the river wall, they find a rusted sewer gate. A block of C4 wrapped in wet rags cracks it open with a thump, about as loud as a polite cough. And in they go, knee-deep in the glamorous world of special operations, which tonight smells like 2,000 years of regret. The tunnel leads to a storeroom, right under the palace kitchens. 3 fire teams. Team 1 slips through the kitchens, where 2 sleepy cooks open a door, see rifles, and instantly reconsider every life choice. Zip ties. Moving on. Team 2 kills the lamps and rolls flashbangs at the guard post. Blinding light, a crack like thunder, and every Praetorian is down before a single sword leaves its sheath. Team 3 doesn't even blow the door to the regent's chamber. They ease it open with a pry bar, because quiet is scarier. Inside, the Praetorian prefect, Rome's top bodyguard, grabs for his sword. Brave. Wrong century, but brave. One suppressed shot settles the debate. The regents are zip-tied in their nightclothes. Total time inside, 10 minutes. 12 guards down, 0 alarms. The Fall of Rome, Speedrun Edition. And Emperor Trajan? He's away on business in the east, blissfully unaware his empire just got new management overnight. By sunrise, Rome wakes to silence. No proclamations, no burning city, just a capital that quietly no longer answers to anyone. 45 men broke the chain of command of a superpower in 7 nights. So, can they keep it? Absolutely not. Conquering an empire, it turns out, is the easy part. Running one involves paperwork, and paperwork requires living past next week. The ammo is nearly gone, the batteries are dying, and the swamp has started collecting rent. In fevers. If word reaches the legions, or Trajan, company is coming, and it's bringing 30 years of grudges. The Marines could prop up a friendly puppet, or sit on the throne for one glorious week, but that's the ceiling. After that, generals and governors start smelling opportunity, and the empire either fractures or crowns somebody new and moves on. But here's the fun part. The footprint lasts forever. They never raised a flag. They never held a city. They just made fear contagious and left behind the greatest unsolved mystery in Roman history. For centuries, scholars would argue, were they demons, gods, visitors from some distant, terrifyingly advanced land? Somewhere, a very confused scribe is carving a helicopter into marble, and future archaeologists are going to lose their minds. So, could one Marine platoon conquer ancient Rome? Technically, yes. For about a week, Rome doesn't fall in flames. It falls in silence. And then history takes a very hard left turn. And if you thought that was unhinged, wait until a Navy SEAL team runs into 10,000 samurai. That one's on your screen right now. Thanks for watching.